realized that we were supposed to create an atmosphere where people could come together and be authentic and transparent, and they could be real about their relationship with God. They could be real about who they are and how they feel about themselves and what they struggle with, and through that they can authentically connect with each other. So the center really is a space where people can come together and we can share our lives with each other, we can grow together, we can learn together, and really start to experience God's love in a very tangible form.
And we got together and I said, we need to have a center for wellness, and we need to form a ministry together and really officially create something together. And at the time she was doing a lot of her own things, and I was doing the retreats that she was then a part of, and I was also doing private yoga instruction and mindful eating coaching and other wellness kinds of programs. But it was time for us to come together and form something new that we co-created. And so the Center for Living Well was formed.
I'm a full-time working mom. I'm married. I have 3 kids. We live away from family, so we don't have family support here. And I thought I was alone. I thought I was the only mom, the only wife, the only person struggling. And I have really learned over the last couple of years through the center that women need to take the time for themselves. They don't. And this is today's society. And it's such a shame that there's so many women out there that don't know about the center, and to really understand that there is time for themselves. They can take that time, they can restore themselves.
Talking about live well, love God, it became really instrumental to me at a point in time when I was working really hard to do everything I was supposed to do in order to live a good Christian life. And I don't know what I'm supposed to teach my kids when I can't handle it myself. And the verse that he brought to me was in actually the book of Mark, my favorite one, the greatest commandment, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and all your strength. It really does balance the scale. And that's exactly what the Center for Living Well teaches. It makes me excited to be a part of what you do.
So the different things that we do at the center include, focusing on mind, heart, body, spirit. And so bringing those different components of who we are together through various topics. And so I tend to lead kind of the spiritual side of things. And so I lead Bible studies, and I'm also a marriage and family counselor, so I do marriage and family classes and life skill classes. And then Dawn is a mindful eating coach, and so she does mindful eating, and she also does kind of life skills type stuff too. And both of us do yoga, and her love and passion for yoga. And so it's just really cool to see how all these random pieces actually do kind of fit together, because the thing that they all have in common is helping people connect authentically with themselves, with God, and then with each other, so that they can live just better lives.
So we decided to do it as a nonprofit so that we could really enable people to get what they needed without money being a barrier. And most of the people that we serve certainly benefit from different programs that we offer, but there are some that come who are really in a space of brokenness or in severe pain, or who are extremely unhealthy in some area of their life. And we've been so blessed to be a part of watching them transform as they begin to bring God into the center of their being and really make Him a part of their wellness.
Our hope is that when they come, that they feel something different than they felt in other places, because the goal for leadership, we actually have a verse that we use to kind of shape and guide what we do, and it's 1 Timothy 1:5, and it says, "The aim of our charge is love that issues from a pure heart, a good conscience, and a sincere faith." And so we hope that when people come to us, that they walk in and experience what it's like to be loved and accepted, and that love comes from a very pure place, that we don't have impure motives, we don't want anything from them, that everything that we do, we try to do really well and according to God's word. So we're not ripping people off, we're not hurting people, we're not doing those sorts of things that maybe they've encountered in other places. And then above all, that everything that comes from a place of faith, that we are really Christ-centered.
And it wasn't until the retreat where I really was able to see in person just how you all operated, you know, Christ-centered. Everything reflected it. I mean, just the organization, the love, just how everything was put together, presented. And it's more than just the yoga. The yoga is just kind of like extra, but the other values and things that you guys focus on, like a pure heart and, you know, the sincere faith and a good conscience, like all of those things are so critical when we're doing what we're doing.
I want to be one of those places where it doesn't matter who you are, when you walk in, you feel like you belong there and you're supposed to be there. One of us is going to resonate with you, and I think that's what's so powerful about having us be so different. One of us is going to resonate with you, and God's going to use one of us to speak to you. And so that is why I'm so passionate about it, is I just really want people to find ways to start making their lives better. And I really believe that that has to be founded on God, because He's the source of all good things.